Internet streaming technology. What comes to mind when you think of these words? Streaming music, streaming movies, Pandora, YouTube. It is a technology that is extremely important to our daily lives. Waiting for a video or a song to download without this streaming technology can be very frustrating. It takes 2 to 3 hours to download a movie the traditional way. With streaming, you could be watching that movie in 2 to 3 seconds. We use it to play games. We can now connect with people from all over the world from our televisions, phones, or laptops. We use it to watch live events as they are happening. We are no longer restricted to what our local cable companies offer. We use it to watch the news and to keep up with live news feeds from around the globe. We use it to watch web videos, many of which are created by everyday people from their homes. We are using it in business. We stream voices through telephone systems and broadcast our images on screens in order to communicate with partners across the world. Of course, we use it to watch movies and television. At the click of a button, you can watch any episode of practically any show. No more reading through the TV guide. We use it to get our music. We can even create our own custom radio stations and then broadcast them through our car stereos. We use it in marketing our products. Users of web-based video advertising utilize streaming technology in order to make a living on the internet. We do these things on our TVs, laptops, and our phones. It's hard to imagine our lives without all of these things.
Many people don't understand the complexity of streaming media. It seems easy enough to load YouTube on your web browser, click play, and watch a video, or go to Netflix, sign in, and watch a movie. The user is usually unaware of what is really happening to stream this content to their computer. Let's take a video you want to upload. First step in this process would be to capture the video with a digital recorder or some other device. Seems easy enough, but after that comes the complex part. When you upload the video to your computer, you can use software to encode and compress your video to a format such as MP4 or other various format types. Now, you're all set to upload your video. You log into YouTube, find your file, and begin to upload the video. Once that's complete, you hurry to your profile to see your creation only to find out it isn't there yet. You may be thinking, stupid Google and slow servers. But wait, there is a whole other process that needs to take place before your video becomes available. It will use a server to encode your video to the format YouTube uses to stream the videos. Depending on the size and quality, this could take quite some time. Finally, after waiting, your video appears on the website and you can click it. And you may say, what do you mean I need a plugin? To watch my video on here? I can watch it just fine on my computer. Well, this starts the big process of actually streaming media to your computer and what's required. The reason your computer can play that file is because it has the right codecs, or compressor-decompressor, to play that specific file type. Everything in the streaming world must match to work properly or at all. But enough about that, let's get into what really happens when you click that link. First, you need the correct plugin to play back your video, such as Flash, Silverlight, or the correct codec for your media player on your computer. After all that, when you click that link, it sends a request to the web server. The web server then forwards that request to the media server, which was specifically designed and has a proper software to stream selected media to you. The media server controls the connection to your computer from now on and starts to stream the file. This type of connection does not use a normal protocol like HTTP or FTP, but rather a true streaming protocol such as RTP, which is a one-way, real-time transfer protocol, layered on top of the UDP protocol. RTSP is a two-way, which is mostly used for video conferencing, so in this situation, it would probably use RTP. When it hits your computer, the plugin or player decodes the file sent to you by the web media server and starts to play it back for you while the rest continues to download or buffer while you watch. A lot of different types of technologies are used in the streaming process. There are many formats you can use to achieve this, but remember, for streaming to work, all technologies used must be the same: compatible formats, codecs, and protocols.
Even though it was a logical step in the process of transmitting data, it took a while for personal computers to have access to the hardware and bandwidth necessary to stream media. And in the grand scheme of things, this technology is relatively young. Before streaming, when you would want to watch a video, you would need to download the entire file before you could watch it. This not only took a while, but the user would need to make sure they had enough space to store it. The next step up from simply downloading the files came in the form of progressive downloading. Progressive downloading is when your computer still downloads the entire file, but it will start playing it before the entire download is complete. Your PC would examine your download speed and decides when it should start playing the media so the download completes before you reach the end. After progressive downloading, we finally made it to true streaming. With true streaming, no file is downloaded to your computer. As soon as your computer downloads and displays a piece of information, it gets rid of it immediately. prevalence of streaming media in today's society has grown exponentially over just the past few years. This rapid rise in usage has caused issues and concerns for those on both ends of the stream. Content providers such as television networks and film production studios are still figuring out how their product will fit into this model, while streaming services are trying to provide premium content at a reasonable price. Netflix, for example, lost over 800 titles when their contract with Starz wasn't renewed at the end of February 2012. And with companies like Comcast and Verizon getting into the market, there is competition for the content, and consumers will have to deal with multiple sources to get what they want. That could get confusing. Service providers such as wireless carriers and ISPs are working with bandwidth issues as they deal with the growing demand. AT&T has come under scrutiny for throttling customer download speeds on their mobile network. This happens once the user reaches a certain amount of data usage, even though the service is labeled unlimited. They've even created a web page devoted to explaining their position and provided a calculator so you can estimate your usage. As you can imagine, video streaming eats that up quickly. Consumers are facing increasing costs to access the content they're interested in. When streaming was seen as a product for a small market, content providers licensed their material for a very reasonable price. Now that it has risen into the mainstream, studios have seen the expanding market and are expecting services to pay a hefty price. Seeing the potential revenue stream, services like Hulu Plus offer premium content to subscribers, yet still display advertisements.
Since its introduction, streaming media has become a staple in most of our daily lives, from meetings and training to entertainment. So where will it go from here? Has it reached its peak? Doubtful. As seen in the graph, as more technologies advance, streaming media finds more uses. Gaming consoles are also taking advantage of its popularity, changing from simple game platforms to entertainment hubs. Netflix and Hulu are almost in direct competition with cable providers because their services are cheaper, but they might not get the same programming right away like cable providers do. But who knows, even that may change. Upcoming affordable technologies like Windows Home Server 2011 was built around being a media center for the home. Instead of just one computer having all the ripped DVDs or music stored, the server stores them and can stream it to compatible devices, such as a Zoom player, Xbox, or your regular PC. I do not feel it has even reached its peak yet, and it will be interesting to see where it goes from here.